Well, we have made it to Glendale, Kentucky. We stopped here to get a shower. We're about 2 hours from the drop, and I think we've ultimately decided to just stay here for the night. There's not going to be much parking after this because where we're going is just a little west of Cincinnati. Plus, we don't have a load yet. We've seen some loads on the load board. Nobody wants to answer the phone or emails, which is kind of weird. One of the loads that we were looking at, they just kept going up on price and they wouldn't answer the phone or the email. We stopped by Walmart yesterday, or actually we slept at Walmart yesterday, and we got some, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see back here, huh, babes? Let me grab this light right here. We got some, oh yeah, there you go. Can you guys see that? Some pulled pork. Gonna cook it in the air fryer. It smells amazing. Oh, it's telling you it's hot.
Yeah.
So what? It knows you have to stir it?
I guess.
What?
I think it's just telling you that, like, the pan's heated up.
Yep, so this is where we'll be tonight. Blah, 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 be tonight. And, I guess I need to be on the load board now, huh? We had a guy hook us up with a giant shower because my app wasn't working. It wouldn't tell us when our shower was ready. I reserved it while we were at the truck, walked up to the place, and it said there was a 0-minute wait. Walked up to the place, none of their TVs work, because normally you like reserve a shower and it'll pop up on a TV when your number is called and it'll tell you what shower to go to. That wasn't happening, so I asked some guy that was working there. He just gave us a big shower, and then we took a shower, came all the way out to the truck, and then it was like, oh, your shower is ready, it's shower 4. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, let me look for a load while you're cooking. We'll see you guys later. Dude come in here right when I was fueling, carrying a spread axle, turning so dang sharp he almost flipped his dang trailer over.
Really?
But man, I can tell that ain't your trailer, man. Owner-operators just drive their equipment different, unless he's a fucking idiot. God. There's black marks over there that makes it look like they held a drag strip, a drag race over there. From him fucking turning around. Like, bro, you just took 50,000 miles off your tires. I'm sure that I'm sure it grounded a flat spot in his tires. Because he was loaded. It's not like he was an empty. It's one thing to do it empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on I-65 north.
Really? It wants me to go left? Is that the way we came in? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, I think so.
accent. Maybe they're from down under. Hey. What kind of accent? Non-American accent?
Yeah, he's like Mexican or something.
We are unloaded. Unloaded. No load yet. I didn't want to say anything because I thought you guys would think that all I do is complain. But this load is kind of a pain in the butt because the way they use this plastic binding to bind all the stuff together, and they didn't do a very good job, so stuff kept like sliding out. No matter how tight you made the straps, stuff was still moving around, and these guys noticed it. They're like, where'd you guys pick this stuff up at? And we told him Alabama. He's like, I want to apologize. He said, we've never seen them load stuff like this before. I'm like, it's not your fault. Why would it be your fault? He's like, it is our fault. This is our scaffolding. That was our place you picked up at. I was like, oh, whoa, okay, well, it is your fault then. I'm like, yeah, it's been a nightmare. Like, we stopped 5 miles down the road from picking this stuff up, and they got these long metal poles, and they had some stacked up properly, and some they just kind of stuck on the side of these metal racks with nothing like holding it. Like, no matter how you ran the strap, it wasn't gonna hold them properly. So we end up stopping, like I said, 5 miles down the road, and we belly wrapped a bunch of stuff, and it was a pain in the butt. I mean, we've definitely had loads worse, but as far as scaffolding, it was a pain. So I don't know. It was a pain without it being too big of a pain, I guess, you know? It could have been worse. Which way did we come in at? Right through there, right?
We have to go over that bridge again.
Yeah. Swing it wide coming through there. I bet I could dump that rear axle and it would help. Look, you can see trucks were having to go way in that gravel right here. I don't think we'll have to go quite that far in the gravel, but we'll definitely have to swing it wide. meant to ask those guys if this was nuclear. I'm sure we could Google it. I mean, we are by water, and it needs water to cool nuclear.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, what is there? Coal, nuclear. I don't know. What else is there?
I don't know.
Well, you want to find somewhere for us to park? I don't know where. Where's a good place to deadhead to? Oh, I bet it is hazardous ice coming up this hill. Coming around these curves. Dang, that guy's still sitting there waiting. I guess I could pull in this parking lot and we could find somewhere to go.
Yeah.
If they had a portage on here, I'd say we could just, well, I don't know, it's kind of a pain getting back in here. All right, so we're at a truck stop in Greendale, Indiana. I thought we would be here for the night, but I jumped on the load board, found a load going to Ocala, Florida. So we're kind of in a weird spot right now where in order to make money, you kind of have to go a further distance, and we're kind of like in the middle area. I mean, there's a couple of loads that are like, they pay like $1,000 bucks, but then they take you into like Minneapolis or Detroit or kind of some areas we don't run into. I was hoping I could run back down into like Mississippi, Alabama. We got a load. But all the loads going back down that way are paying crap. So I actually talked this broker up 200 bucks. So what's going on, girls? You guys ready to go to Florida? We're going to Ocala, Florida.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a load of like construction pipe, like 20,000 pounds. So
Come on.
It's a light load, so that's cool too.
Go grab.
Let's go, guys. Mama's got to send a COI. She's eating grass. You're a jerk. You're such a jerk.
She pooped.
She pooped. All right, let's load these dogs up and get out of here.
Copy. 40391 on the right.
Remember, our GPS took us up in here. Actually, I think we've seen the name, but their yard is over this one.
In 1/4 mile, arrive at 3000 Corporate Drive, Winchester, Kentucky. 40391 on the right.
Here, right? This is an infiltrator.
It says truck entrance.
I just want to make sure the name is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this place. Trucks keep right. Looks like you just pull around this corner to a yellow line, then they call you. I think this place was good about loading.
I don't remember.
I remember it was a pain when we threw our straps over. It had like this ridge that would stick up,
Yeah.
and it would cut our strap if. So we had to take the plastic thing and move them all over. He said there'd be a yellow line.
That line?
I don't know, there's lots of yellow lines, huh? I'm just gonna pull out of the way and wait, I guess. There's a yellow line up there.
Yeah.
That could just be a loading yellow line. Ooh, they need to repaint their lines. He said just to follow him.
Turn left on Corporate Drive.
We'll have to move our tarps. That was probably the yellow line, huh?
I guess.
He said just go around the corner, there'll be a yellow line.
Yeah.
Loaded up. They're quick here. Like I said, we've been here before. I think it was with the semi truck. Maybe it was the hot shot. I think it was the semi truck. It seems like they've changed the design on these things though, because right there where our straps go in between that, there used to be like a sharp blade that kind of would stick up, and if you threw your strap over it, your strap would always like go over the sharp blade, and then when you tighten your strap down, that sharp blade would poke through your strap. So I think we hauled these black things Maybe it's something different. I don't see the sharp blades on the yellow things. Honestly, I can't remember what it looked like when we were here. But yeah, that's it. 20,000 pounds, Ocala, Florida. On that load that we had to go pick up all the T-bars. I don't know if my camera caught it, but when we went down over the hill, our toolbox is drug, and it ended up breaking this toolbox over here. So we're having to bungee it shut. It snapped this corner again. You can see my weld held, but it just like broke clean again. So this whole corner's fallen, so that door won't stay shut. So I'm gonna have to go home and weld that. I'm going to fix that ground wire. What I'm probably gonna do is ground it to the frame at a couple of points. So if it does fail, the trailer frame itself will always have enough ground. I don't know why, like when we did the voltage test, why it would read a different voltage if I grounded to the frame. It's like the frame isn't grounded back to the whole system somehow. So anyways, that's it. This is a simple, easy place, huh?
Yes, I don't know, that dude's been here.
I like loading here. Yeah, I don't know what, I mean, he doesn't have help. And it's windy as hell. So while I was throwing them over, Lita was able to either start them on the spinner or tie them off to the frame.
Yeah, it's like you have to throw one and like tuck it in, or throw one and then like actually do the strap.
You would tuck it in?
The strap is blowing.
Yeah, that poor bastard. That poor, why don't you go give him a hand? Hey, I like that sweater.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Had to move our tarps up here to the, did I stop this thing? Yeah. To the dunnage. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Let's go, woman. Well, we have stopped for the night. We are south of Atlanta at a rest area. I walked over here to see if there's any spots. They kind of have this, the truck parking here kind of stupid. The spots are probably...
They're too big.
They're massively wide, so it takes up way too much room. Come on, Mac, let's walk this way. No, you're not eating pine cones. Come on, let's walk. Yeah, so it takes up way too much room. So we're kind of parked along the sidewalk over here with some other trucks because, you know, they could fit twice as many trucks in here easily if they would just redo these lines and have trucks be able to park like a normal person. But everybody parks, it's all, you know what it's like? It's almost like they made them super wide so these RVs and campers could set up and let out their slide outs.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of what it looks like to me. Anyways, it's about 7:30, so we're gonna try to wake up super early and get through the Atlanta traffic in the morning. Hopefully we can get, I think Lita said about an hour from Atlanta. And let me go make sure I took up myself off duty, Bebs. Come here, Mac. Yeah, so we can get through Atlanta traffic and not have to deal with that in the morning. And then we will, I think we plan on being down there by 1 or 2 o'clock. They stop unloading at 3, so I don't know, we'll have to see what happens. But here we are parked here. I'll show you guys how wide these parking spots are and how stupid they have this thing set up. That guy's probably gonna go in front of us. But these parking spots are massive. I mean, look how wide these things are. They're massive. I mean, it's nice if there's enough parking for everybody, but when you see these big gaps like this right here and you don't have any parking, it's kind of frustrating. So I'm not sure if I took myself off duty when we were parking. So I was talking to Mom. Mom went to her, yeah, okay, I did. Mom went to her cancer treatment today. Was it today? Maybe it was yesterday. Or her cancer doctor. They still have her on some cancer medicine. One of the medicines that they have her on, or had her on, ended up eating a hole in the top of her roof. And she was telling me when it first started, they put her on like antibiotics and all kinds of other stuff because they thought it was an infection. And turns out she's got a hole in her roof of her mouth about that big now. She says you can look up in there and see the bone. Like, she could stick her tongue up into the roof of her mouth and basically into her nostrils from the inside of her mouth. But I think they've determined one of the cancer medicines that they had her on ended up eating a hole in the roof of her mouth. So she's gonna have to have some type of a plastic surgery to close that up, which is crazy. Like, she kept telling them, I've got a hole in the roof of my mouth, and they're giving her antibiotics and everything else. And like, they let it get so bad to the point of now it's too bad. She said it's about the size of a silver dollar. So yeah, I took us off duty. I got my keys out and locked the truck. So we're gonna walk these dogs, probably take them on a pretty good walk. We kind of pushed it pretty hard today to get as far as we could today. Didn't give them much time to, we didn't stop like we normally do.
I mean, they went out after the power plant. That's what it is.
Yeah, the power plant. That's right, I forgot about that. You did walk them after the power plant. So that was like 11 o'clock-ish. Right now it's 7, so it's like 8 hours they were in the truck straight. All right, let me hop off of here. Lita's probably gonna cook some dinner tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Or we could order Uber Eats.
Yeah, right. There's no Uber Eats at a rest area.
No, I bet they could deliver to you.
That would be weird.
I don't know how expensive that would be.
A lot.
But we went grocery shopping, so we'll be
Yeah.
okay. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Turning into a bit of a shit show over here. Oh, we kept passing that guy on the interstate. We would pass him and then he would pass us. Now this guy's trying to get in front of us here. It's kind of a big gap to have to deal with if you're running out of time coming by Atlanta. Like, you have to get through Atlanta and then McDonough. Like, that's a big gap. Like, you need a good 2.5 hours left on your clock to deal with that nightmare. Huh, fat butts? Did you get a stick, Mackie?
Why?
She just has to tear stuff up. It's not about chewing on the stick, it's about shredding the stick. I don't think that camper guy can decide where he wants to park.
Come here, fat butts.
Nula, come.
Nula.
Nula, come. Hey,
Get over here.
you better listen. You're gonna go on that leash. Get that stick, Mackie. Get it.
Can you bring it over here though? There's poop right there.
Yeah.
You're getting awfully. Can I see this? Come here.
Get her. She's a fiend.
Hey,
Give me that stick.
You
Give me
are
that.
gonna hurt somebody with
Let me find another stick. Look, this is the best stick right here. Looky here. Mackie, come get this stick. That's a good stick. Get it. I will put it with my other stick.
that. Where you going, fat
Get
butt?
you a stick, fat butts.
Hey, hey. Don't be in those. Don't be in that pine straw.
Hey,
Nula.
come.
Get over here, fat butts.